Is everyone ready?
Six 6:30 PM.
Motion to open?
Seconded.
All those in favor? Perfect. All right, so first up,
Do we have to voice vote?
Oh.
Water, we get somebody on
Yep.
on remote, we have to do a roll call.
yep. All right, so we'll do a roll call on the motion to order. Linda?
Yes.
Patrick?
Aye.
Myself, yes. DJ?
Aye.
Kim?
Aye.
Ed?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes,
Perfect. Now we're open. So the first order of business we have tonight is discussion on the Crosstown Recreational Trail. Report back from the Conservation Commission. I know, Mike, you were looking to see if you could get another quote on that. Where do we stand with that?
yes. So what I did was put together a more precise specification. I've identified at least a couple of potential companies. And so I'm working on hearing back from them on what they say.
All right, so we're still on a holding pattern?
Yes.
Okay. Easy enough. I don't think there's anything else to discuss on that. Next up, discussion and approval of the 2026 new project application. So Mike was generous enough to add our timelines into the application for 2026 that we had been discussing the past few meetings. I'm sure everybody had a chance to look it over in the 10 minutes that you've had it.
I did, looks good.
Yeah.
Anybody have any issues with it or comments on it?
I think it's good.
All right. So do we have to make it official?
I think it's a good idea. Did you do?
I will take a motion to adopt the 2026 Community Preservation Request for Proposals.
So moved.
Yep, second.
All right. Do a voice vote on it again. Linda?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
Myself, yes. DJ?
Yes.
Kim?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm making record time here. Actually, we'll circle back before we close out of that. We also need to place the ad for a public hearing. So we're going to do that at the September meeting, which is our next meeting. And that is going to be September 8th at 6:30.
Is the select board meeting on the 8th because Labor Day is the 1st?
No, I think that, you just bumped to Tuesday, right, Ed? When,
Sorry, what?
your select meeting for, where it falls on Labor Day, so you're going to Tuesday?
Bump to Tuesday.
Gotcha. I'm the worst. All right, so
How about the next Tuesday, the 9th?
we're on Mondays, though.
He's scheduled for the 8th.
The 8th?
The 8th?
Are you good for the 8th?
Yeah, 8th is Monday, yeah, I'm not sure I can make that one.
Gotcha. Mike, do you have the verbiage of what that meeting, what that public hearing has to be?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
All right. So do we need a motion for public hearing at the September 8th meeting at 6:30 PM for the needs hearing?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think we do. I think,
don't?
no, I don't think we just have to post it.
We're
Yeah,
just
it's
gonna post
40
it and
Yeah,
go
we have
with
to
it?
do it,
As long as it's posted, what,
Yep.
48 hours in advance?
Yeah, well, it has to be advertised in the paper 2
Oh, yeah.
weeks
Two,
prior.
Must be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on. Discussion on CPA construction banner signage. The order has been placed. A rendering should be coming in the next couple days, going with the design that we picked out at the last meeting. Once that rendering comes in, I can forward it along to you all. And everything will be good on that. Next up, we got discussion on the new project kickoff. So since the last meeting, we've signed the grant agreement for Groveland Congregational Church project. Right now, currently, they are getting their preservation restriction handled, and then once that's handled, they'll move forward with the project. We do, however, still need to do project kickoffs for Washington, 46 Washington Street for the environmental study, and for the Vito project, and what's the other one? Drawing a blank.
Trails enhancement,
No, we already did that, Trails Enhancement one.
sorry.
There was 4 plus the Vito.
Yeah, Rebecca's other one.
Oh, we've done, yeah, we did that one as well. So, yeah, so we still need to do the one for 46 Washington and for the Vito.
46 Washington, that's just the environmental study?
Correct.
Yep.
Mike, that's you, correct?
Yes, I'll talk to Rebecca about it.
Okay. Yeah, that one's pretty cut and dry. I don't think we need a big to-do about it, but. All right, moving up,
What else was it besides those, the 46 Washington?
the rest of them are done. So the trail enhancement is done, the congregational church is done, and the affordable housing is done. I see the spot where I should have wrote affordable housing on the agenda, but didn't. All right, and we've got, move on to an update on the trail enhancement project. I saw you did your thing, but if you want to take this, please.
Sure, no, of course. So we are working together with Rebecca, using the software, trying to put some notes in and keep everything together, trying to fill out the information as, so it's up to date. The substance of it is, right now, we're seeking to speak with contractors about, pricing for the benches. I believe Rebecca is on top of the Big Belly order situation that's happening. And so we're looking at getting, some of the infrastructure priced out, and making sure that everything matches in budgetary and all that good stuff. Additionally, I'm trying to get samples for what a trail marker sign looks like and various of the things that we're gonna be using, making, kind of constructing ourselves. So that's where we are right now. We'll have further update next month.
Now,
Plus, we also did all those visits, Patrick.
We visited 4 of the 6 trails, so we still have to, Mike and I still have to visit the other 2. And got a really good idea that, by and large, everything matched up with what the proposals were as far as where things would be placed, what made sense. There were a couple changes, but nothing really super substantive. And so, that all married up with, the initial planning.
now, just a quick question on that. I thought we were going volunteer labor on this one, but we're getting quotes from a contractor. Is that just to provide the stuff, or is that to install it?
So different things for different things. So for the benches that have to have concrete footings and things like that, the town is who we're going to work with to install And we buy those things, you know, so if you look on the rail trail, for example, you know, like wrought iron benches,
Yeah.
things like that, you know, so we're not making those.
No, understood. I knew we
But-
were buying them,
So,
but.
right, and then as far as wood and those sorts of things for the other things, that's why we need to get some mock-ups for what does a trail marker look like, what does a kiosk look like, you know, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So, but, it's hybrid, because the things that are more, you know, prefab are gonna be installed by the town, and then the things that we sort of make or whatnot, or the, you know, that we're
Yeah.
gonna use wood to do or whatever is more us. There is a situation, so with the bridges that need to be laid, that may be something where we might need, you know, labor in addition to, you know, because
Yeah, and I think you've got to
getting a telephone pole out to the middle of a field is not as easy as.
just pick it up and put it down. And I'm fine with that. I just
Yeah.
say, let's do a scope modification for that prior to moving on, just to, you know,
Sure.
where it varies from from what the proposal was. I think you've got enough in there to cover it for sure, but
Sure.
any other comments on the trail enhancement project? All right, well, this is going to be a record meeting. Update from the town administrator, I don't have one. So that's real easy. Set the date for the next meeting, we've done that. Approval of minutes, I did not get a chance to do the minutes, so we'll kick that until next meeting.
Adam,
Yes, sir.
we had asked Rebecca to give us a report on the finances.
I did ask her, I think she was just waiting for one or two more things to go through with the Shanahan and the Pines, so that it was all up to date.
Okay, next time.
I'd expect that for the next meeting. All right. I see Claire has joined us. Would you mind grabbing a mic, Claire? I got a couple things for you as we're doing the open project updates. A couple of them got, yeah, if you wouldn't mind. A couple of them have your name on them, so.
I'm in more trouble.
No
No,
trouble.
you can't, you're here.
Do I have to push this, or is it on?
Is it green or
It's green.
green is go?
Okay. So you want to do the veto first?
Actually, can we do the Washington Hall hydro seeding and what have you? What are we doing with that?
What we're going to do with that hill is most likely, we're having a meeting this week to decide definitely what we're going to do. But we have several prices on putting juniper bushes down. I had an idea for something else, but I was kind of talked out of it with the price. So I said, it's going to come down.
Fair enough.
So I just need, you know, like a larger picture of the juniper bushes, like in a big space, so I can see what it's going to look like. But I guess, you know, some of them are at different heights, but up this high maybe.
Okay.
And, you know, that will prevent, I mean, they're really thick, so, you know, the leaves aren't going to be collecting on them.
Yeah, low maintenance too, right? You don't have to mow it, trim it.
Exactly, and, you know, the time to do that is in the fall, so that we don't, you know, we can cut down on the water usage,
For sure.
okay? And we'll have to buy some sprinklers. Can't remember what they called them, but, you know, they kind of like go everywhere.
Okay.
I don't know anything about
Soakers.
sprinklers. Huh?
Like the soakers.
Soakers, that's the word.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, so you're on tap
So-
for that, so we're looking at a fall
So,
for that?
right.
And is
right.
that the last remaining thing on that project?
As far as that hill goes,
And then we're done and
we're,
close it
d-
out?
we're done on the hill,
What else is there?
the parking lot,
What's,
which is going to come up next year.
well, I thought you've already done the parking lot. Didn't you do paving there?
Well, we did, but it wasn't, there was a problem with the ball fields getting flooded,
Yeah, okay.
okay? So they were thinking that the water was coming off of our parking lot, the existing parking lot, going down the hill and into the ball fields.
And,
So anyway, it came up. What went down came up.
so we did the project, we paved the parking lot, but there's a potential problem where now it's funneling water into the baseball field?
No, that it's, as far as I know, there's no water in the baseball field now. Okay, I haven't heard any more complaints about it.
Okay.
I didn't know it.
So I guess I'm just, maybe I'm not asking the question right, but, so what was the original scope of that project? Was to pave the parking lot and then?
Do the
some
parking
hydro
lot
seeding
and the
plant?
hydro seed and, the hill.
So once
know,
you get the
finish
hill
off the hill.
situated, that project is done. Now, you may have another project coming forward.
Well,
to do additional things.
We have to, work on putting a parking lot someplace else.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're working on now, and we'll have to.
But as far as this project,
That wasn't part of the original project, the somewhere else parking lot.
No.
so as far as this project, the Washington Hall paving and hydro seeding, after you plant those bushes, that
Done.
project is done?
Done.
Okay. Perfect. Couple of bushes, plant them in the fall time. You'll be in here in December giving us a high five saying you're all set. Love it.
Excellent.
All right, let's move on to the Washington Hall and the National Registry. Any
Well,
on that? I know you had an issue with,
we had an issue with getting a lower price
yeah,
from Boston as to what we needed for money to do this. So we're short.
okay.
Couple thousand? Roughly a couple of thousand. So we're going to have to apply for, hopefully, a couple of small grants or one more small grant.
Looking for some grants.
Okay, but we're actively researching.
Oh, yeah,
We're moving
Yeah.
forward. As long as we're moving, that's all we're
We're
looking for.
moving, we're moving. Nothing moves fast, though.
No,
I-
ain't that the truth? I learned that the hard way. All right, well, let's move on to the veto then.
The veto. Well, I finally got up into the fire station, up in the attic, or the second floor,
Okay,
to see things that they have up there. And they have some interesting old things, pictures, parts to hoses, which isn't too interesting, but
as if Paul Revere
some,
made them.
some weathered leather that they use to cover certain things. I looked at a lot of stuff. And someone was supposed to meet me today to finish carpenter, because we have to put some cabinets in there of some kind.
Yep,
I'm not sure what, if they're going to go on the wall or if they're going to be freestanding, I mean, we have to evaluate everything that's going to go in there and do some measurements. And I think there's only one solid wall in there, right? The inner wall.
yeah, it's windows on three sides and then the inner
Right,
wall, which has a
right.
door on it anyway, so,
Yeah, so we can't use three sides. So there would have to be some cabinets, on the floor, I think. And then on this back wall, we probably could put there's pictures up there too.
yeah.
Some
So,
old
so
pictures.
you're kind of still developing the scope of that project?
Well, I mean, someone, finished carpenter was supposed to come
Yeah,
for the cabinets today, and he had to work overtime, and I just couldn't hang around any more than 5. So, we're going to reschedule, hopefully this week.
okay. Now, what about as far as getting in and doing your project kickoff meeting and signing the grant agreement and all that stuff?
I'm sorry?
Signing a grant agreement, because now it's a new project, right, because it's extended, so now we have to go through the paperwork shuffle of it.
I guess
So I know Rebecca has reached out a couple of times to try and schedule a project kickoff meeting, where it's kind of come in, talk about the steps you're going to take, what we need back from you as far as monthly reports and whatnot, and then actually sign off on the money before you're able to spend it.
Okay.
So,
So,
Reach out.
she has that ready?
well, she had sent, I mean, she's been asking since June for all these projects to get these things going, so.
In general? Or specifically to the Historical Society?
No, I know she sent them out to everyone who had a project this year, right after town meeting. And then we got no response after June, and she sent them out again. And then we got a couple of responses. So,
Were they sent to me personally?
yes, I believe so.
If you could just sync up with her.
Yeah,
Sync
I-
up with Rebecca, and then she can kind of go through the motion.
I will.
Yeah,
I will.
thank you.
And so, like, again, it sounds like you're still developing the scope and trying to make the money, reach as far as it can reach.
I honestly, I don't know, after looking at all that stuff up there and what has to be done, I'm not sure that it's going to be enough to finish that. But, we'll try.
Well, if we, see, I struggle with this, because if we know it's not going to be enough, this kind
Well,
of goes-
I'm just guessing, seriously.
Yeah, no, I understand, but before we spend anything, we need to know what the total scope of the project is, so we can determine if it's enough or not,
Oh, I agree.
and then,
I agree.
proceed from there. Because if it's not, we can't do half the project and say we'll get the rest later. We have to apply for enough money to do the entire project complete as it was voted.
Okay.
So I think you're on the right track, getting proposals, meeting with these people, lock them down for a price or whatnot, but really got to nail down that scope, make sure everything under the original proposal is covered, and see what the dollars and cents wind up as.
Okay.
Yeah, Claire, that's probably what I would recommend, is talk to Rebecca and
If,
re-review the scope of what it was and what it entailed to see, and then get the quotes based on what was within the scope, instead of focusing solely on just like the cabinets and what's going to go in there, things like that. Because I think there was some lighting that was involved with it as
Lighting.
well.
Oh, the lighting's all done, as far as I know. It's all
like,
done.
there was window treatments, there was a bunch of things that was supposed to be handled.
Well,
And I think they're in various states of done.
I think that they spent, I think it was 38,000,
Yeah.
or it was in the 30s.
I would love to
on
help you
things.
with this, if you'll take my assistance and kind of, because this is what I do. I do construction project management. I do this all day, every day. I can certainly be of assistance to you if you'd like it.
Okay.
And you can kind of show me what you've got to this point, and maybe I can kind of help you fill in the gaps.
Okay.
If you're open to it. I'm not trying to hijack your project, but I really want to see it get done.
It's been going on for a long time.
A long time. So I'd really like to see it cross the finish line, and if I could be of any assistance in that, I'm volunteering myself.
Okay.
Please reach out, and
Okay.
I will work with you to get through all the paperwork and nonsense that we need to make it come across the finish line.
Okay. We're going to have a meeting Thursday, I think.
This Thursday. I'll give you my number before we get out of here, and
Okay.
you can just, like I say, I'd be more than happy to kind of dive in here and help you take it to where it's got to go.
No, I want to do that again. Still
Yeah.
Greg-
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Still less than what Greg
On
wanted.
the 14th.
The 14th?
Yeah, that's Thursday. And I can't tell you the time right now because
That's fine.
I didn't write it down.
Like I say, I'll give you my phone number and email before I leave.
Okay.
And then you can,
All right, thank you.
we can go from there. Any more open projects, or I think that's all you're on the hook for, right?
That's enough for me.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in and kind of catching us up on it. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate
I'm
it.
sorry I didn't make the last one, but
Ah,
I don't know what happened. It just slipped.
yeah, summer's gone. Can you believe it? It's almost over.
Yeah, thank God. And everyone's back to doing what they're supposed to be doing.
All right, so moving on back to the agenda here, we've got other items not reasonably anticipated. Linda, do you have anything?
No.
Patrick?
I do not.
I've got nothing. DJ?
I do not.
Kim?
No.
Ed?
No.
Mike?
No.
All right,
Motion to adjourn?
Seconded.
we'll do a roll call. Linda?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
Adam, yes. DJ?
Yes.
Kim?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Meeting adjourned, 6:52 PM.
Lunch and ladies.
Yeah, I think it might.